All right, joining us now with reaction on the ground in South Carolina tonight, Fox Nation host Nancy Grace, who has been tracking this trial from the very beginning, joining us tonight from South Carolina. It wasn't just South Carolina, Nancy. It was the entire country riveted by this case. And leading up to the jury being handed this case earlier tonight, I will tell you that there was a lot of trepidation, concern, and worry that the prominence of this family, the name, the connections might play a role and might sway one juror to perhaps hang this this verdict. That didn't happen. 3 hours, that's almost a record.
Yes, you're right. That is almost a record. And it was across the country. Can I tell you, Sean, everywhere I went here, and we've been here throughout the trial, whether it's at the Holiday Inn or the sandwich shop or the fish fry or here at the courthouse or in front of the Methodist Church, people come up to me and say, he's going to get off, isn't he? He's going to get off because he is a Murdaugh. That's the king and the queen of Colleton County. And I've got to tell you, when I saw Alex Murdaugh on that stand crying like that, I didn't feel pity because I knew he murdered his wife and his son. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Think about it. There was his wife and his son lying there on the floor of a dog kennel, their bodies riddled with bullets. And within minutes, he was trying to get with a lawyer. Now, if that was my son, John David, or my daughter, Lucy, that would be the last thing on my mind. And even when he called 911, Sean, he knew to lie about the critical moment of time, 3 or 4 minutes when we know the murders occurred based on cell phone records. He knew to lie about that critical juncture of time. Who else would know when the murders occurred other than the killer?
Let me ask you this, Nancy, because it seems like when he was on tape with the police officers lying and saying he was not near the kennel, and then it was months later that they finally were able to get into his son's cell phone, and there was audio placing him in the kennel just moments before the murders took place. Was that the key moment? Was that the moment where the jury got to say, wait a minute, all these lies that he's telling, he lied to us in this trial?
That, in my mind, was the moment. You know how in every case there's that critical moment? In Orenthal James Simpson, O.J. Simpson, it was when he faked not being able to put that glove on. That was the turning moment. In this video, Sean, he is out there at the kennels of his hunting lodge. They own 3 homes. He's at the kennels of the hunting lodge with son Paul, wife Maggie, and they're trying to get a video of a friend's dog to send to a lady vet, and they couldn't make the dog be still, and Paul is taking this video. Little did Alex Murdaugh know that at the very end of that video, his voice is caught in the background saying something like, that's not a chicken, that's a guinea, because one of the dogs is chasing a bird. They caught his voice. He had no idea he was caught. And for 20-plus months, he lied through his teeth, including that night. When he was asked, where were you? He could have easily said, I was just with my wife. I was with Paul at the kennel. And then I went to go see my mom. But he lied. He lied because he knew he would be placing himself at the scene of the crime at the time of the murder. When they unlocked that phone, and they had to use the Secret Service, by the way, to get that phone unlocked, they heard the video. Many witnesses identified his voice, and finally he said, hey, you know what, that was me. That was the moment.
Yeah, agreed. Nancy, one thing maybe people don't know about you, I certainly do. We've known each other a long time. You have been a powerful victims advocate for many, many years. Thank you for joining us and giving us your insight into the case. We really appreciate it. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.